Hi friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time visiting here, hello, my name is Emma. I hope that you are subscribed, and please don't forget to like or comment down below so that I know you guys enjoy this kind of content. So this is another work from home vlog, but it's going to be different. It's just going to be a visual diary. I'm still sharing with you visually what I do during a day, but I wanted to share with y'all some of the things that I've learned over the 3 years of me being a nurse. The first one is that I learned so much about myself within that very first year of me being a nurse, the type of nurse that I wanted to become, the type of nurse that I did not want to become just because I saw it around me, and the way that I chose to advocate for my patients, my appreciation for life and health as in general, just really solidified my first year as a nurse. And you just learn to cherish your time with your loved ones, just because of what I've seen in the workplace, dealing with patients who are really, really sick, who just lost hope for life. And so it just made me very, very aware of the things that I wanted to do in life and the things that I appreciated the most in life. It just helped me focus on that more. I will never forget my first job as a nurse was in an office setting. I had a patient who came in for pre-op visits. She needed her blood work done and EKGs and all the works before her brain surgery. And the patient noticed my braids while I was in the exam room with her, and she just complimented me on my braids, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, who did them?" And I told her that I had done my own hair, like I do my own hair. And she eventually, at the end of the visit, asked if I can please do her hair because, she was having brain surgery, so part of her head was going to be shaved and she just wanted her hair done in general. And I remember telling her that I no longer do other people's hair, but, I did give her a few salons in the area that she can go to. Long story short, a few weeks later, I found out that the patient never made it after that brain surgery. And so it just, as a nurse, it just solidified with me that life is so short and so fragile. And so I've just learned to really, really appreciate the special moments of life, because you just never know what today or tomorrow may bring. So nursing just keeps me very humbled. So second thing I learned is that I will never know everything. So I decided to approach everything with an open mind, especially when it comes to nursing. My first job as a nurse was at an office setting. I was a clinic nurse. My second job, I was a wellness director at an assisted living facility. And my third job now, currently as a care coordinator, I am managing patients with chronic conditions. And so all those three jobs require a different kind of knowledge or expertise. But they also have some similarities, which I can definitely do a video about. But it just taught me to just be open-minded to all the things I'm learning, because all three jobs are technically in different specialties. So I just love that the field of nursing allows for continued education and learning, and that's what makes it so interesting and exciting. Nursing is just, it's never going to get boring. Third thing I learned, I would say towards the middle of my first year of nursing, is that nurse burnout will happen at some point. There are just so many reasons that can cause it, the imbalance of life and work, being overworked, understaffed, unprofessional coworkers, and the patients themselves that have their own demands. So nursing can be exhausting, both emotionally and physically exhausting. And so I find that it was very important for me to not only make sure that I find a job that allows me to just get rest when I do start to feel burned out, but also to find somewhat of a balance outside of my nursing job to just kind of provide as that get away from work and not take my work home, so to speak. My fourth lesson is that by the end of my first year of nursing, I just knew immediately that I wanted to consider leaving my current job to find something else that suited me better. And that's okay. The greatest advantage of being a nurse is that the opportunities are endless, and you may or may not find your niche right away right at the beginning within your first year of nursing. But eventually you just start to know yourself and you know your qualities and your attributes, and you will find that job that really suits you and your personality and your temperament and, and your lifestyle. And so I had to be okay with the fact that, within my first year, I was not happy where it was, both the environment that caused it, but also just knowing that I wanted more out of my nursing career. And the fifth and final thing, I may do a part two, but the fifth and final thing for this video is that there's a special place in hell for bullies and unprofessional people in the workplace. I've had my share in my first job as a nurse, and then also my second job as a nurse. So there's a special place in hell for people who are very miserable and go out of their way to go to the workplace and make other people very miserable. I do not tolerate workplace bullying and all of that stuff, all that negativity that people tend to go out of the way to do in the workplace. I just can't stand that. And that's one of the things that I've been so grateful with working from home, is that you don't really have to deal with these people, or at least not in person. So I've been very blessed. This is my third job, third year being a nurse, third job where I find that I am able to work in peace and do my job accordingly without other distractions and negativities. But yeah, you guys, this is it. Look out for part two for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.